Impact Media. Putting a face on radio.
So anyway, let's continue to talk about movies. The movie that we were previously talking about, Speed Racer, was a huge, monstrous bomb. And according, I've been spending less time at PerezHilton.com, but apparently the movie execs were trying to bluff how much it made over the weekend, and the true numbers came out, and they kind of got made fun of. Iron Man was number one, and has a total.
Hell yeah!
Really?
Iron Man was
awesome. Really?
Awesome.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the new kickoff for like the big Marvel franchise. They have like the next 6 movies lined up over the next 4 years.
I got to tell you, is Hulk Marvel?
Yeah,
that looks awful.
The new Hulk
awesome
is like I'm drawing.
Edward Norton is in it,
right? Ed Norton is Bruce Banner.
But it's all CG Hulk again, and it's just so bad.
I have a question about that. Is it a sequel, prequel, or did they just pretend like the first one didn't happen?
Batman Begins.
Yeah.
The reimagining.
They realized that Ang Lee didn't do a very good job.
This one's taking place in the same universe as the new Iron Man movie.
Here we go. We're geeking out.
So,
are you ready?
Well, they did Iron Man. They're doing Hulk. Then they're doing Iron Man 2, 4, Captain America: The First Avenger, and then the Avengers movie.
Also, Ant-Man.
Yeah. I mean,
Wait, was that a joke or was that real?
No, that's
real.
That's real. Either Simon Pegg or Alan Tudyk.
Brandon, I don't think you can take your mom to that.
I've subjected him to it.
No.
It's a big setup.
We'd see something much more dorky.
The Tale of the Traveling Pants or whatever the movie is.
Which they have a sequel to.
The Sisterhood of the Traveling
It is coming out.
Are you serious?
Was I with you? Yeah, and I immediately leaned over to him and I said, "Oh, I can't wait to tell Brock about this."
Alexis Bledel, Blake Lively, Amber Tamblyn, and America Ferrera. Yeah, that's who's in it.
What is wrong with you?
I just know these things. This is the things that people should know.
Common knowledge right here.
It's the Traveling Pants sequel. How should you know who's in it?
I just know.
Did you see
things.
the original?
The first one.
No, I didn't see the original.
Oh my god.
I have no interest in seeing it.
Then why would you know who's in it?
I don't know.
What is it called? Gomeo wants to know what it's called.
It's
is it
like
Traveling Pants 2?
It's
Traveling
called The Sisterhood
Pants
of the
2.
Traveling Pants. And then there's a subtitle that's like, the pants get bigger or something.
We had to add elastic to the waist. Going commando. The crawling panties. No, I don't think so, Gomeo. In at number 2, What Happens in Vegas, which is Cameron Diaz and Ashton Kutcher, at 20.2 million. Speed Racer number 3, 18.6. Maid of Honor, totaling 26.8 mil. Number 5, Baby Mama, Tina Fey's new movie, along with Amy Poehler, I believe. 40.8 mil. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, which is a movie we saw I never got to talk about, at 50.8. Harold and Kumar in at number 7, which has only made 30 million, which is surprising to me. Forbidden Kingdom, Nim's Island, and Prom Night. I didn't talk. Anybody else in here seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Hang on, before we go into this, we saw Prom Night, and we turned on the TV last night, and there was a prom killing. Did you see this? Somebody followed the prom story, the prom night story, and some guy ended up killing 2 people.
Oh, I saw the headline on CNN. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Fantastic.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Quick show of hands. I know this is great radio, but this is being filmed, by the way, just to let you know, impact89fm.org. Since the Impact is so glad to get rid of me, they are filming my last moments here at the Impact. So, along with being able to check out on the previous shows via the podcast and Brandon's new shows coming up, you can also check out the video at some point. Kid Vid, aka John Whiting, will be taking care of. it, and you can see my beautiful, super high face. By the way, quick list. Gomeo wanted to point out top 5 in Japan. Number 1, Tokyo Big City Marathon. I love the way Japanese add like a bunch of descriptive words in their titles.
It has to be the translation.
It's like Tokyo Big City Super Happy Exciting Marathon Time Show. Number 2, The Bucket List. Number
the bucket list.
The number
is number 2. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Japanese people love Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman.
We've talked about this, and it's amazing, but the movies in Japan, the big movies, are like a year behind or 6 months behind where we are, which blows me away. Anyway, number 3, The Last Princess, which is a Japanese remake of an old Japanese samurai type movie. Number 4, Conan, Boy Detective, Japanese anime. And number 5, Shaolin Girl, Japanese ripoff of Shaolin Soccer.
I like that.
I love that movie.
Sounded like Shaolin.
It's same guy who did Kung Fu Hustle.
If you've ever
seen that.
No clue. So anyway, a couple big movies opening in the next couple weeks. This week, I can't believe I'm going to say it, but even though it's a God movie, the new Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian, looks really good. That is opening on Friday.
Boy, God.
Really?
I've heard mixed reviews, but
Really? Well,
I'm going to see it.
I'm surprised. The movie opening next week, which has me incredibly excited, is the new Indiana Jones, obviously, which is already receiving bad buzz online. Now, here I've talked about this with somebody, and there's a couple reasons I think that the movie's probably going to suck. I'm going to be prepared for the movie to suck because number 1, it's George Lucas, and number 2, it's George Lucas trying to rehash the stuff, bring back all in one movie what he did in the past 3.
Spielberg directed it, to be fair.
Yeah, but Lucas wrote it. That's the problem. Lucas wrote all the terrible dialogue.
But that's how they did the last 3 Indiana Jones movies too.
Yeah, but it was.
Spielberg is not going to let a terrible movie with his name on it.
I hope not.
Even Spielberg's movies that aren't hits are really good movies. Movies like The Terminal. That movie was really good, but it made 0 money.
Really?
Coincidentally, also
Is that the one with Tom Hanks?
The largest
And
set
Leo.
ever made. They built an airport for it.
Or no.
See, the thing that I heard about Indiana Jones, and this is something that it may end up turning off a lot of people, is whereas like the first 3 were the like 1930s, 1940s like adventure serials going back to like pulp magazines and stuff. Since this one takes place in the 50s, it borrows more from like 50s pulp stories, which involves aliens,
Back to the Future,
right?
Yeah, I've heard of people talk about the fact that because there's science fiction in it, that it shouldn't belong. Impact Happy Hour, our screen name, we're getting messages suggesting that maybe Jar Jar Binks will show up. Hopefully not.
There's almost no CG in the new
which makes me very happy.
All the guns will be replaced with walkie-talkies.
Fantastic, South Park. So anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to go see it the night it comes out because it's going to be insane.
And you reserve that honor for Harry Potter.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. They're expecting it to gross 170 mil in the first weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend, so it's a long weekend. You got 3 days, basically 4. It'll make a ton of money, but man, I don't know. They should have done this a long time ago. I mean, yeah, for me, I grew up on Indiana Jones, and it's like, wow, this is great. And obviously, the new Star Wars movies did okay, but I don't know. I mean, like right now, there's something on Press Hilton where Mike Judge is talking about making a live-action Beavis and Butthead movie.
I did read that.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, like, you should have done it 10 years ago. I don't understand why people are waiting. It's like Hollywood has run out of ideas, and now they're going back to what they turned down before, and they're like, okay, we can try this.
I don't think that a live-action Beavis and Butthead could be nearly as funny as the animated
Do America?
series.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie and the animated series are all really funny, and King of the Hill is really, really funny. If they did anything, they should do a King of the Hill movie.
Yeah.
Mike Judge is also creating a new animated series, I believe, for ABC. Called... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were finished. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, no, there was silence, so I was trying desperately to fill it.
There is, I hope everybody has seen this, and it might have been out for last week's show, but the new Clone Wars animated movie, TV thing, the trailer came out for it.
I didn't mention
and
that.
it looks insanely awesome.
The first 2 are great.